Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, NBA 2K25 has been out for months now, and I have a confession to make. I have been gatekeeping one of, if not the best builds on this game. Months ago, I found one of the most game-breaking demigod builds on this game. It can literally do everything. You want to help your teammates get rebounds, you want to snag over your big, you can do that. You want to play elite defense, you can do that. You want to dribble the ball, ISO up, and cook your opponents with no problem on this game, you can do that. You want to spark the three, put people under the basket like no other build can, you can do that. This build is genuinely one of the most insane builds you can make. Anytime you're on the court, anytime your teammates feel your presence, you're literally radiating aura.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
Now, when creating the aura build, Mr. Aura himself, bro, obviously you can go right hand, left hand, don't matter. Jersey number don't matter. That's up to y'all. You feel me? You feel me? And for the position, bro, this is like one of the most crucial parts. Now, look, if you play a lot of rec, I wouldn't really recommend y'all run this build at the point guard because obviously the passing isn't the best. But if you don't really care about having extremely high pass accuracy, go with the point guard position. If you run a lot of park, I would highly recommend y'all run it as a point guard. But in my opinion, I would highly recommend y'all make it a shooting guard if you play any type of rec. But hey, that's up to y'all. Now, as for the height, bro, trust me when I say this, 6'4" is a demigod height on NBA 2K25. I don't know what it is about 6'4" demigod builds, but they are just perfect. You can play them in the ones, threes, the rec, it doesn't really matter, the proving grounds, anywhere you go, bro, you can go stupid. The defense on these 6'4s is crazy, bro. Go with the 6'4". Now, as for the weight, bro, you don't want to be too small, bro. Again, we're using this build, we're going to be able to rebound over our centers, we want to play elite defense, we want to be exactly 222 pounds. And as for your wingspan, again, if you're going to be playing elite defense and grabbing boards over centers, you need to have extremely long arms. That 6'11" wingspan is what you're going to want. Now, there's going to be a second version of this build that gets a 92 or extremely high three balls, whatever y'all want to do. Hey, that's up to y'all. But the second version of this build is going to have a lot more three ball. But for the first version, which in my opinion is the most overpowered version, you're going to want to run that 6'11" wingspan. Now, when setting up the 6'4" build, bro, again, I know a lot of y'all see the three-point shot, 89 3, bro. Trust me when I say this, 89 three-point shot is way more than enough on this game, especially the green. If you're trying to ISO up, cook anything, bro, 89 three ball is way more than enough. Trust me when I say that, bro. If you, especially if you have your max plus one, you can literally just put it on your set shot specialist and bam boom bow, go for Hall of Fame set shot specialist and make shooting on this game way easier. Like, trust me when I say this, bro. Now, as for your free throw, bro, it doesn't really matter. You can literally leave your free throw down if you want to. It doesn't really matter too much. But in my opinion, the perfect free throw in the game is going to be 80 free throw. You're going to make just about all your free throws. You don't really need it too high. But hey, that's just up to y'all and what y'all want to do. As for your driving on, this is one of the most important parts of this version of the build. You want to go with the 93, yes, 93 driving on. And don't worry about the cat breakers. We're saving our cat breakers for different parts of the build. But hey, if you want to, if you got like 10 or 11 cat breakers, obviously you can set it up however you want to. That's up to y'all, you feel me, But you want to go with the 93 dunk, obviously, so we can get gold posterizer. We're going to upgrade our vertical all the way up to exactly 80 vertical, you feel me, And obviously, if you were to become a veteran 2 or something like that, bro, obviously you can go for 85 vert and the 96 dunk for the Hall of Fame posterizer. But hey, that's all up to y'all, you feel me? Now, when it comes to your standing dunk, bro, you want to go ahead and max this all the way out. You want to make the standing dunk cheese extremely easy on this build. If you've played one-on-one or 3v3 rec, doesn't really matter, you have seen someone do the standing dunk cheese on this game. It's very easy, bro. All you have to have is about 50% over on your stamina bar and you'll be able to get the standing dunk cheese just about every single time. It's kind of insane. Now, when it comes to your layup, bro, you don't really have to touch this. This is going to go up with your ball handle and stuff like that. So that's just about it for the finishing stats on this build and the shooting stats. Trust me, bro, this is way more than enough. It's going to be very much devious. In the second version of this build, if the dunk is way too high for y'all, the second version is going to be even better, trust. Now, when it comes to the playmaking side of this build, bro, one of the most important things about this build is going to be able to ISO. It's going to be the dribble moves on this build. It's one of the most important things, obviously. Now, for y'all ball handler, bro, y'all want to go exactly 89 ball handle off the rip. Look, trust me when I say this, 89 ball handle is way more than enough. With your cat breakers, peep this. You want to go 90, 91, 92. This is going to give you all the good dribble moves in the game that every other comp sweaty guard uses. And obviously, if you want to use the rest of your cap breakers, you can go all the way up to exactly 94 ball handle on this build. But I really wouldn't recommend it. You don't really need Hall of Fame handles for days. But if y'all want it that bad, hey, go ahead and go crazy with that. But in my opinion, I will stop at 93 ball handle and go for that ankle assassin on gold. Now, as for y'all passing accuracy, again, the first version of this build is not made to run the point at all. Like, you're not running the point guard 24/7. This is more of a part type of build. You can run it in rec, but I would highly recommend y'all run it at the shooting guard. Again, you can literally do everything in the game. You might as well just run it at the shooting guard position. The passing accuracy is only 71. I really wouldn't recommend y'all running offense with a 71 passing accuracy. You can do it, but hey, them passes are going to be slow, my boy. Anyway, for y'all speed with ball, bro, you want to go all the way up to exactly 86. Yes, 86 speed with ball, which is going to give y'all that gold lightning launch, which is way more than enough. And again, if you don't really care about boosting your set shot specialist to Hall of Fame, you can literally boost your lightning launch to Hall of Fame so you can be quick and speedy just like every other small guard on this game. But just these stats, the way it is, and obviously with your cat breaker sword, your ball handle, you're going to be very, very much unguardable in this game. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of stupid. I'm not going to lie. Now, when it comes to your defense, bro, again, like I said, you can pretty much lock down every build in the game. Obviously, you're not going to be able to lock down centers or nothing like that, but you're pretty much going to be able to lock down every build in the game, especially if you go to the proven grounds or the one-on-one court, the 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", all of them can be locked down as well. What you want to do for your interior defense, obviously, is go 80 interior defense, the highest it can possibly go on this build and still very much be dominant. You want to have that 80 interior defense. You're going to be getting a whole lot of stops in the paint. It's kind of crazy. That hands up defense is going to be very, very, very immaculate. Same thing goes for your perimeter defense. Again, you don't really need extremely high perimeter if you know what you're doing. All you really need is about an 85 perimeter defense. That's really all you're going to need. Now, obviously, you can go 92, 95, but on this build, we have to be able to do every single thing in the game. 85 perimeter is definitely going to be there for y'all, especially if you run this build at the shooting guard position in rec. It's going to be very, very much unstoppable. Now, as for y'all still, bro, I know a lot of people say, oh, no, bro, go with the 91, 96, 94 still. No, trust me when I say this, all you need is an 89. Yes, 89 still. Now, again, like I said, what you want to do is go 90, 91, 92, which is going to be 3 cap breakers towards your ball handle, obviously, and then you want to put the last 2 towards your steal, which is going to give you a 91 steal. Now, obviously, if y'all don't care about 91 steal at all, you can go ahead and drop your steal all the way down to 85. But in my opinion, if you don't have at least a 91 steal, you're just not going to get all the good animations like you would get on just about every other build. It's kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. Now, as for your block, again, you have a 6'11" wingspan. You're going to be playing some elite defense. In my opinion, I would go ahead and max out the 68 block or 69 block. It doesn't really matter. The points isn't really going to change anything. You get the high flying denier badge on silver. So in my opinion, you might as well just go ahead and max that out. As for your offensive rebound, bro, again, same thing here. You're going to be helping your team out with the rebounds and stuff 24/7. Go ahead and max out your offensive rebound to 75. Anytime you go into the paint, you're going to be able to snag boards. Trust me, a lot of them bigs is not going to expect it either. Same thing for your defensive rebound. Go ahead and max this out. You're going to be able to snag boards with no problem. You're going to be able to do everything on the court. It's kind of crazy. You can run the point. You could be the forward. Doesn't really matter. You can literally do everything in the game with this build, especially in a one-on-one court. You're basically going to be a menace. Now, as for your agility, bro, you don't really want to raise this too high. It doesn't really matter that much. You literally just leave it at 76. It's not really going to change much. As for your speed, bro, you want to be a little bit more faster. I know that 81 speed is good, but in my opinion, 85 speed is just going to be the icing on the cake. You want to be a teeny bit faster. And obviously for your strength, bro, if you want that interior defense and your perimeter to even do anything, to even be effective on the game, you have to be a lot stronger. Max out our strength at 85. I had to actually drop my post control and obviously take your steal back down to 89. I don't know why I upgraded this, but anyway, bro, you want to have that 85 strength. This is going to give y'all that gold immovable enforcer badge, which is very, very underrated. And obviously, if you want to use your tier 2 max +1 on this badge, you can go crazy with that. Same thing for your strong handle badge. You're going to have this on Hall of Fame. Yes, Hall of Fame. You're going to basically be able to bully and blow by players with basically no problem on this game. It's kind of crazy. And as for the rest of your points on this build, it's not really going to matter where you put it at. You could put it towards your layup, go for the layup mix master, go for more standing dunk, go for more mid-range if you want to go for a takeover or something like that. You feel me? it doesn't really matter. You only really get Make It Rain and Midi Maestro, but that's up to y'all, you feel me? But in my opinion, you might as well just go for the mid-range shot and obviously throw the rest of your points on your block and your standing dunk. And obviously you have a little bit more points, you might as well just throw it on your free throw. And that's just about it. This is what I would highly recommend y'all run. This is the completed version of the all-around demigod 6'4" build, Mr. Aura himself, Aura itself. And obviously for y'all takeovers, bro, we do in fact get above the rim, dribble wizard, driver, flash, fluid shooter, fortress, kryptonite, great wall, make it rain, midi maestro, mirror, nuisance, pest, slice, splash tower, sniper, spot up shooter, swiper, the claw, and 3ND, of course. And obviously, again, if you do in fact drop your mid-range shot to 79, you can lose the Make It Rain takeover and Mini Maestro. But that's just something to let y'all know, you feel me? And as for the shades on this build, we do in fact get Steve Francis, Jalen Suggs, DeJounte Murray, and for the build name, we do in fact get a two-way inside-out ISO creator. Now again, as for the second version of this build, bro, again, you can run point guard or shooting guard. It doesn't really matter. It's up to y'all and y'all play style. If you're going to be running point 24/7 to run the offense, that's up to y'all. If you run it in park, you don't really have to worry about having high passing accuracy, but it's up to y'all, you feel me? Now for the second version of this build, again, point guard, shooting guard don't really matter. It's up to y'all. For the weight, you want to go exactly 222 or 24 pounds. That doesn't really matter. For the wingspan, again, we're going to have a lot more shooting in this version of the build compared to the first one. So we're going to go with the 6'7" wingspan. Again, it's up to y'all on what y'all want to do. Now, as for the shooting on this version of the build, obviously you want to go 92 3 ball. Yes, 92 3 ball. This way, if you want to use your cap breakers on it, you will be able to get, rock with me, 93, 94, 95. 95 3 ball, which is going to give you all that Hall of Fame set shot specialist. And this badge on Legend is very, very much dangerous. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the most insane badges to use in the game, in my opinion. But obviously, if you don't really care about using that badge, don't go for it, you feel me? If you want to go for the dunk instead, you can go for the dunk, you feel me? Now, as for your driving dunk, again, compared to the first version of this build, we're going to lower our driving dunk, obviously, to exactly 89, which is going to give us the first two tiers of contact dunks on this build, which is going to be very much dangerous. And obviously, if you use your cap breakers, most of y'all have like 5 or 6, you can go 90, 91, 92, 93, and obviously for your vertical, you want to go with a 78 vertical, which is going to give y'all one more cap breaker, 79. And obviously most of y'all have 6 cap breakers, which is going to be 80 vertical. This way you're going to have a 93 dunk plus a 92 3 ball on this build with 6 cap breakers applied to your dunk and your vertical, which is going to be very much dangerous. And obviously, if y'all use y'all skill slash or takeover, you're going to be able to boost your 3-point shot and your driving dunk all the way up to 99, which is kind of ridiculous, I'm not going to lie. If y'all don't know about the skill slasher takeover, as y'all can see, you need a 75 drive on layup, 85 3, and a 90 driving dunk. It will boost your 3-point shot and your driving dunk all the way up to 99 if you use this. Hey, that's just something to tell y'all about if y'all didn't know. Your driving layup all the way up to 80, you feel me? You want to go for that silver physical finisher badge. Obviously the 45 standing dunk, so you'll be able to go up in the paint whenever you need to, you feel me? As for your free throw, bro, we're going to go ahead and lead this at 70, nothing too crazy. For your passing accuracy, again, if you want to try to run point, obviously 75 passing accuracy. I wouldn't really recommend it in rec, but if you want to, you can. You'll be able to get that Ja Morant passing style, of course. Now, as for your ball handle, bro, again, basically the same exact thing. You want to have your ball handle all the way up to exactly 89, and you want to go ahead and put 3 cap breakers towards your ball handle, which is going to give y'all that 92 ball handle. Obviously, you'll be able to get all the good dribble moves in the game, of course. But obviously, for now, you want to stay at that 89 ball handle. For your speed ball, pretty much the same exact thing. You don't really want to change this at all, and that's pretty much the only difference between the first build and this build, of course. As for your strength, same thing applies here. You want to be pretty strong. That's pretty much the only way you're going to be able to guard every build in this game. And obviously you want to have that strong handle badge, which is going to allow you to blow by your opponents with basically no problem, and you're going to have that immovable enforcer, of course. As for your agility, again, this version of this build is going to be a little bit more, it's going to have a little bit more defense, of course. Obviously, you want to go with that 82 agility on your build, and obviously for your defense, your perim, that is, you want to have a 92, yes, a 92 perimeter, which is going to give you a gold challenger, gold on-ball minutes, gold pick dodger, along with gold immovable enforcer, of course. And for y'all still, bro, obviously this build is going to have a little bit less still. We're going to go with the 85 still, to be exact, of course. As for our interior defense, bro, we want to have a little bit more interior on our build. We don't want to be too much of a slouch in the paint. We did nerf our interior just a little bit, just a tad bit, nothing too crazy, all the way down to 70, but we're still going to be able to pretty much play good defense. As for your offensive rebound, you want to go ahead and upgrade this all the way up to exactly 60 O board, of course, so you'll be able to rebound in the paint just a tad bit. It's not going to be as crazy as the first build, but you're still going to be able to rebound pretty good. And obviously for the rest of the attributes on the build, you want to go ahead and slap it all on your block, just in case you ever want to, you know what I'm saying, go up there, maybe, you know what I'm saying, get some contests, of course. Now obviously, again, another rundown of this build. For the cap breakers on this build, possibly before cap breakers towards your driving dunk, obviously to get that 93 driving dunk, which is going to be the first requirement for posterizer on goal. And then obviously if you have 6 cap breakers, you want to put the last 2 or the last cap breaker, whatever it may be, towards your vertical, which is going to give you an 80 vertical, which is going to give you a posterizer on gold, of course. And then obviously if you don't want to do that, you could use your cap breakers on your ball handle, which is going to be +3, and then obviously you can use the last 2 on whatever else you want to do on your build. It's up to y'all. You feel me? You can put it on your 3 ball, or put 3 towards your 3 ball, put 3 towards your ball handle. Bamboo ball have a 95-3 plus a 93 ball handle or a 92 ball handle. It's up to y'all, whatever y'all want to do, but this is without a doubt one of the best 6'4" builds you can possibly make on NBA 2K25, without a doubt. As for your takeovers, bro, they're pretty much the exact same as the first build. There's a couple of new ones, but it's nothing too crazy. You feel me? And as for the shades on this build, we do in fact get Steve Francis again, Malcolm Brogdon this time, Tyrese Halliburton. And for the build name, we do in fact get a 2-way 3-level shot creator. Now I know a lot of y'all are probably going to ask, what are the animations I'm rocking, my jump shot, blah blah. So I'm about to show y'all the animations and the jump shot, the dunks, all of that real quick. For my past, I don't really have one. This is for the first build. Darius Garland dribble style, Trae Young pro, Devin Booker, Steph Curry, De'Aaron Fox, Trae Young, Steph Curry, Darius Garland, Zach LaVine. Don't really use a triple threat, none of that. Motion style, I do in fact use Jalen Suggs, and the rest of this doesn't really matter except for the hop jumper, Jordan Clarkson, spin jumper, Kyrie, dribble pull up, Pro 2, and the rest of this doesn't really matter either. Obviously for my jump shot, I do in fact use Patrick Mills, base, Baluba's upper release 1, and for the release 2, I use Oscar Robertson, 100% release. Y'all can do push, doesn't really matter. You feel me? And obviously, if you don't have the Patty Mills base, you want to go ahead and put on the Cameron Thomas release, well, Cameron Thomas base, of course. And as for my dunks, I don't really use anything special, but y'all can go ahead and copy down all of my dunks on the screen. You feel me? I really just have on the most basic dunks, bro. It doesn't really matter. Aside from my NBA player dunks, that's really the only thing that's kind of different. You feel me? But as y'all can see, these are the dunks that I do have on. Go ahead and enjoy that. You feel me? But look, man, with all that being said, bro, if y'all did in fact enjoy this video, go ahead and drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, of course. But look, man, I'm out this joint. Peace.